everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Garoppolo's 49ers going up against Jameis Winston's Buccaneers.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down, Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Shift together here from the D-line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
In motion, the tight end. Play action now, Winston. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing, Winston. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long for Winston. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Let's take it inside his own 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the toss, it's McKinnon. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Throwing on 2nd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. One that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So out come the Bucs now.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, Winston. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
2nd down, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Slot man moves right. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Winston. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Winston. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. On for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Second down, here's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 49 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Garoppolo to throw on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, here we go. No. Check, Patrick.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to float this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front, as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A first down throw for Winston. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And now here's a carry heading left. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Gonna give this time to the tailback. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they try the right side here. And he is knocked down from the side at the 16. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
So the D-line's going to spread out. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Winston now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A second down throw for Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 32-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and into... And this is back to a 5-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now they try the right side here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
No, check, Patrick!
Toss play to McKinnon. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He's back to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Garoppolo. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, fourth quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here again is McKinnon. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, past the 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A great come from behind.